Warning, before you watch this video, know that the internet is filled with quick ways to make money, and many of them are scams. Yes, you heard me right. So if any service requires an upfront fee, a certification fee, or some of your financial information like your social security number, please do not do it. Okay, now that I said that, today I'm going to be talking about 8 ways that you can easily make money from home. Now, I've been working from home since 2017, and all of these tactics I have used, and it's made me thousands of dollars. I actually went through all of my finances from 2017 to now and hand selected the ones that are the most profitable without having to have an established business. However, I will tell you that the best way to make money from home long term is to establish yourself as a business. That is a long-term strategy, and I'm not going to be really talking about that today because I know that we're looking to make some money now without having to wait several months. That's the goal of this. But if you do want to grow your wealth, then the best strategy is starting an online business. Some of you that are watching may know that I am the host of GoDaddy School of Hustle, which is a show all about entrepreneurship. I love doing it because I get to speak with entrepreneurs about what it takes to build the business of their dreams. So I wanted to let you know that GoDaddy is hosting a live free event called Open 2020 on September 29th that will actually teach you how to start an online business. They're going to have keynote presentations, they're going to have experts who have very successful online businesses speaking. You're going to get all the resources you could ever need to start a successful online business. And so all you need to do to sign up for this is just click on the first link in my bio. It is completely free, you guys. Seriously, there is no catch to this. It is free. So if you do want to start an online business, this is a great opportunity to get some of those resources right now. And why is this important? Well, because entrepreneurs, really everyone, has been affected tremendously by COVID-19, the economic situation in the world, and the historic cultural awakening. So it's become increasingly difficult to run a business today, and doing it online is the best way to do that because there are limited barriers. Now, without further ado, why don't we get into my list of the 8 ways that you can make money from home in 2020. These 8 ways are ways that don't require you to have any type of business or brand online. But if you want my full list of all of the ways that you can make money online, long-term, short-term, whether you have a business or not, then click on the first link in the description of the video and you'll get that right there. All right, let's get started. Number 1, you can sell your unused items online on eBay or Amazon. I worked for Disney for 5 years, and during that time period, spoiler alert, Disney does not pay that well unless you're a very high-level executive, which I was not. So one of the ways that I helped supplement the not great income I was making, I would sell things online that I didn't use anymore. And I would make several $100s doing this. I mean, all you do to sell something on eBay or on Amazon, you have to create a seller's profile. And my first tip to you is look up if other people are selling similar things and then price it similarly. And if you can price it a little bit less than what most people are charging, then you can make a quick profit on it. Or you can just charge it the average amount and just take really nice photos. Taking good photos of products that you're gonna sell online are so important because people want to know that what they're getting is legit. And so if you can have a really nice photo of it, that helps so much, and giving all the information. And you can do this with clothing, you can do this with shoes, technology, cell phones. All of this stuff can make you a lot of money once it adds up. And some of the things, I mean, I've sold things on eBay for $400, $500 that I didn't even know they were worth that value. So sometimes it's worth just checking out. Another great way to make money online is pick up freelance work online. There's a lot of websites that do this. I use Upwork for this particular way all the time. It's so if you are an editor, if you are a photographer, a graphic designer, if you have a special skill set that can be done digitally, then you can put your services on websites like Upwork, Fiverr, and Freelancer.com, and people can book you, and either they pay a project fee or an hourly fee. That's just depending on how you price yourself. And you can look at what other people are charging and then price competitively. It's always important to look at what other people are charging and then price competitively, because if you charge way too much, you're not gonna get any bookings. So take a look at that before you price yourself, and also include tons of examples of your work, because the more examples of your work, the better, and you can prove that you're worth hiring. You'll get those reviews, you'll start getting bumped to the top of the list. Also, if you're fluent in a second language or a third, or you're just fluent in multiple languages, you can actually put a profile up on Gango or on 1 Hour Translation, and you can translate things and people will pay you money to translate. This next one is one that Louie and I have been using for 2 years. So this is rent out your car. So if you have a car that you don't use that much, you can actually rent that out for good money. So what Louie and I used for a while was Hire Car. We were making about $1,000 a month renting Louie's car. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? I mean, I was shocked. There's other companies that do this too. It's Getaround, Hire Car, and Tutor. All allow you to rent out your car if you don't use it. So this one, if you have a special skill that is more teaching based, you can actually become a private tutor. So there's 2 sites I recommend, Tutor.com and Care.com, and these allow you to create a profile, put all your skills there, what you're offering, and you can actually teach other people. So if you're really good at math, or you're really good at Spanish, or graphic design, or painting, literally there is no limit to what you can teach online these days. I mean, I know a girl that makes thousands of dollars a month selling watercolor painting courses. I know, right? Surprising. So if you have a special skill, you might as well create a profile on Tutor.com or Care.com and offer that skill for an hourly rate. And guess what? Like, you already knew how to do it, so it doesn't require any advanced planning because you already know how to do it. Focus groups is the next one. Now, focus groups is one of the ways that I made money in the beginning stages of having a blog when I didn't really have a large following. And there's sites online that you can just sign up and you can make up to $250 an hour at a focus group. It's incredible, and all they want to know is your opinion on a certain topic. So the site that I recommend for focus groups is called respondent.io. I've been using them for years, and I've gotten some incredible focus groups, but when you're short on some money and you see something come through, like sometimes I get a notification saying, we want 30 minutes of your time to talk about your experience vlogging, and they'll pay you like $150. I'm like, okay, that's super easy. I have to think absolutely nothing about that. So sure, like, let's do it, you know? And so that's why you should check it out. They have all these different listings, and you can just apply to whichever ones that you want to do and make good money. I mean, it's amazing what you can make through focus groups, and most of them are done virtually now, especially during COVID-19, so you don't even need to leave your house. So if you are a videographer or photographer, then this next category is for you, because this is licensing your videos and your photos. There are several sites online where you can actually take all the old footage that you've shot, upload it, and then people can buy it and pay you. And the great part about this one is, once you upload your photos and your video, it's there, and you're just gonna be making money slowly as time goes on. There are 2 sites that I recommend for licensing. The first one is Newsflare, and the second one is Getty Images. Newsflare is specifically for video. Getty Images is for video or images. Newsflare, you can upload anything and there's not a limit to the quality, whereas Getty Images, they do have quality standards, so you do have to be approved by them in advance. So just a heads up on that. So if you're a more advanced photographer or videographer, then definitely Getty Images is a good way to go. You can make several $100s per time someone buys the license for your video or photo. And again, it's like once you put it up there, it's there. Like you don't have to do anything anymore. And you already shot this video, you already shot these photos. You might as well be making some money on the side off of it without doing any additional work. It's super easy. These next two ways are more for long-term strategy, but I really wanted to mention them because they are some of the most profitable ways that you can make money from home. Okay, so the first one is affiliate revenue. So if you have a blog, or if you have a social media presence, or even if you don't have a blog or a social media presence, if you ever recommend a product to anyone, a product or a service, instead of just sending them the link and saying, hey, this is the thing I was talking to you about, it's really awesome, like you should buy it because of whatever our conversation, get an affiliate link. What this means is you will get commission off of every sale. So normally commission can range between 5% to, I've seen up to 30%, and some places even give you more commission than that, but it's rare. And so imagine this, you have a product that's $100, you recommended it to a friend, and instead of just sending them the link to buy it, you send them an affiliate link where you get 20% commission. They buy it, you did no work, and now you got $20 because you recommended that product to them. And of course, whenever you're doing this, don't just recommend things because you want to make money. Like, you should be honest with people always. And if you just start recommending things because you want to get affiliate revenue, but you don't really like them, people might buy them and then they don't like it either. And guess what? They're never going to trust you again. They're never going to take your opinion again. So don't do that. Only recommend products you really love. And that goes along with the next category, which is my 8th strategy, which is the most profitable one by far, but requires the most work, which is sponsorships on social media. If you are an influencer or a blogger or a vlogger, or you just have any type of social media presence whatsoever, and when I say social media presence, I mean you probably have over 5,000 followers on something. That's kind of what I consider you have some type of presence at this point. It's not too difficult to grow to that. It just requires quality, consistency, and providing value, really. You can get sponsorships from brands that pay very good money. So I'll give you some numbers for reference. Let's say you're looking for a sponsorship on Instagram, right? So the standard charging amount for Instagram is for every 10,000 followers you have, you make $100 off of that post. So if you have 100,000 followers on Instagram, you would make around $1,000 to post one photo. Yeah, it's amazing, right? And if the brand wants to use that photo for their advertising and marketing use, then you can charge even more money. So make sure that you read contracts really carefully, because I've messed up a few times and wow, like, learn my lesson. So now I'm always very careful about reading contracts. But for a typical licensing fee for a photo, for like a website use, permanent, it's around $500 for one photo for website use. If they're gonna be using it for a international campaign around the world and it's going to be on billboards, then you should charge a lot more money, and that depends on the circumstances. And then if we talk about YouTube sponsorships generally pay a lot more money when it comes to the sponsorship amount. So with YouTube, the pricing is a little bit more complicated because it doesn't have to do with the amount of subscribers you have. It has to do more with the amount of views you get on each video and how long people watch the video. So it can change dramatically. Let's say your videos normally get between 30 to 50,000 views in a month. You should be charging anywhere between $3,000 to $4,000 for a sponsorship fee on a video. Think about it with the amount of views you would get in a month period and not necessarily the amount of subscribers you have. But those are two examples of how profitable social media sponsorships can be and why I think that it is a very good strategy to build up a social following while you're just waiting around for COVID to end. That's why it's a good strategy. So those are my 8 strategies on how you can make money from home in 2020. Those are all the ones that are more short-term and not long-term solutions. Now, if you want my full list of all of the ways that you can make money from home, long-term and short-term, then click on the link in the video description to get that. So I hope that list was helpful to you and will help make you some money from home in this year, which is just the most difficult year for most of the world. And I hope it will help you out, because that's my goal with this, is just for you to find ways to make money online during this stressful time. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because I will post more videos like this if you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye!